brand is a memory. That is the whole secret of my job. The voice people recognize, the face they trust, the feeling that stays the same while everything around it changes. And it is exactly why AI kept failing the brands I work with. A model gives you generation and only generation, no memory at all. Nothing you establish is kept, not the voice, not the product, not the spokesperson your audience knows. It generates, it forgets, and it waits. So the brand lived on my laptop in reference folders and a saved mega prompt and final versions of final versions, and every new ad began with a hunt through my own storage. I knew the brand by heart. The job became knowing my file system multiplied across every client, and none of it accumulated. The models have generation. Nobody had memory. AI video's problem was never quality, it was memory. And for a brand, memory is the product. Then a solution finally arrived. In InVideo Agent, I explained the brand once, the identity, the voice, the products, the rules, and all of it locked into context, the agent's persistent memory. From that moment, the agent was a collaborator who remembers with me. Everything that lived in folders lives in one place, with an assistant who actually knows the brand. And it is memory that acts. Every ad is built against what the project knows and checked first before I ever see it. The proof is a reunion. Can an AI actually hold a brand between sessions, details, and all? This project has sat untouched for weeks, and it is a brand system, so the test is as hard as it gets. I open it cold and ask where we stand, and the whole picture returns. What is locked, what is rendered, what waits, like an account lead who never left the room. Nothing gets re-uploaded, nothing retaught. That is an AI that never forgets your project. And for brand work, it means the brand survives your absence. Then the question I hear from every marketing team, does the spokesperson need reprompting on every single shot? Or can that be handed to the system? Handed over fully. One line, a new ad with our spokesperson and the summer collection, nothing attached, and it arrives on brand, on cast, on tone, with the panel listing what InVideo Agent pulled in by itself, her sheet, the product references, all from project memory. The same spokesperson across dozens of ad variants stops being an achievement and becomes a setting. And where does the brand actually live now? Open the project and read. The identity, the voice, the tone, the visual language, the products, the spokesperson with her sheet, the standing rules, and every decision locked so far. Underneath sit the briefs, the single ads and campaigns you actually make, each drawing on that brand layer exactly how good brand teams have always run. One guardian holds the brand while campaigns come and go. Context is that guardian, and it never goes home. And a brief that lives in the project survives every handoff, which agencies will feel in their bones. Whoever opens it inherits the same brand, whole. And what does that make possible? The use case that made me a believer, because it is my daily work, one brand, every campaign. Campaigns change constantly. New hooks, new casts, new offers, new seasons. The brand essentials never move. The voice, the product truth, the face people know. With the essentials in context, an AI that never forgets your project makes every new campaign one short brief for what changes. And nothing that stays ever gets re-explained. And my other projects behave the same way, separately. A series project holds its season, a film holds its decisions, and nothing ever bleeds between clients, which means every client's brand is there next month, intact, ready to build on. Then the brand version of the harder question, how do you change the campaign without changing the brand? You tell the project because it remembers what is essential and what is seasonal. Swap the palette for the winter campaign. Keep everything the brand is, and InVideo Agent knows the difference. Because the brand is not a file it was handed. It is a set of decisions it remembers. Deliberate change holds, drift never starts. And for a brand, that distinction is the entire game. Drift is how brands dissolve. And does it actually get faster, campaign after campaign? Yes, and here's the shape of it. A repeatable process. Session 1 is setup, locking the identity, the products, the rules. Session 5 is pure campaign work, one-line briefs on a system that already knows the brand. The work compounds because the memory compounds, which is what an AI that never forgets your project buys a brand. Every ad belongs to the same brand, and each campaign ships faster than the last. One honest edge. InVideo Agent holds what you gave it, and a thin brand setup means a thin memory. So the setup pass is where the brand is won. And memory is per project by design. Each client's world stays its own, and a new brand starts fresh unless you bring its Bible. So my verdict on an AI that never forgets your project, in the sentence I would put in a deck. A generator forgets the brand the moment the ad renders, but in InVideo Agent, the brand is state in context, remembered, attached, and enforced on every ad, which is why 20 ads later, the account still reads as one brand, not a longer memory, a memory that never leaves the brand's side. If you guard a brand and you're tired of re-explaining it, my answer is InVideo Agent at invideo.io. Teach it the brand once. It repeats the promise from there. And now here is the brand that was remembered and the ads we made with InVideo Agent.